It's bars and beyond, the stars is aligned. Sports, relationships, and rap, they said it would be hard to combine. Part in the shine, pick a mountain, we find the largest to climb. Welcome to another dope episode of Bars and Beyond. This is DeMarco275.
I am Courtney Levette.
And we have a special guest in the building, Annishka, representing Miami.
Yes.
What's good with you today?
Nothing much, Came into Atlanta, working hard.
Broward County.
Yeah, Dade County.
Dade County. Wait, it's Fort Lauderdale's
Broward is like 30 minutes north of Dade County, which is Miami. But it's like, to me, it's South Florida, so it's all home team. It's all love.
Dang, as many times as I've been to Miami, I don't know why I always want to say Broward County.
Yeah.
But like, it's so funny because I used to go to Miami like twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I've been coming too much because I can drive around here without a GPS.
Yes.
Oh,
it's not good. I'm not from there. Why can I drive around here without a GPS?
I feel like it's easier to drive in Miami without a GPS versus here. I feel like I have to make sure I get off the right exit, or it's an extended 15-20 minutes. I'm lost.
For sure. But yeah, I love Miami. So what are you doing in Atlanta? You doing a little press? You doing a little
interviews, performing, a whole lot more when I come back again. But definitely just promoting the mixtape, my new single, and just getting feedback and stuff like that from everybody. So it's been cool so far.
So with you being from Miami, like, are you in the scene with like? Cause I seen you. I don't peep your gram. I ain't stalk you. I kind of stalked you.
Chatting out a little bit.
A little bit. But like, I see you with some heavy hitters. So have you ever had any encounters with Trick Daddy, Trina?
Yeah. Trick Daddy is hilarious. That's a funny man. Like, Trick Daddy is really, really funny. I mean, I would probably, if I was around him like on a regular day basis, I would just be, he's just too funny. He's like a hilarious guy. He's definitely from the streets. Trina, she's very, very sweet. I got to sit down with her, talk to her, and she just gave me words of encouragement, and I just really appreciate that. So I definitely rock with both of them because
you can get on the record with them.
Definitely.
I think that would be so dope.
I hope so. We can make that happen.
And y'all kind of have the same vibe, like hairstyle and everything. I think that would be so cute.
That'd be dope.
We need those records again with the ladies just together right now. Like, cause female MCs are like really coming back.
Right,
They're really coming back.
Yes.
Yeah. So how's the Miami culture like with the hip hop scene right now? I know with the Love and Hip Hop just dropping and it's kind of bringing a lot more shine to y'all. So how's it going there?
I mean, everybody's definitely in Miami hustling, grinding, doing their thing, independently, thriving. I definitely feel like a lot of artists have put, a light on South Florida a little bit more than it has been in the past. But, everybody out there doing their thing. I mean, it's the culture down there to just, go out, be in the city, go to the flea, go to the strip clubs. It's just a lifestyle. So, everybody's just doing their thing, going to the beach. It's just, regular, everyday Miami stuff.
Regular, everyday. So, can we ever hope to see you on the Love and Hip Hop Miami?
I mean, I don't know what the future holds. Maybe so.
Are you cool with it?
I mean, as long as it ain't too messy.
Right.
But it's always messy. I mean, if Mona's name is on it,
I'm just like, be a good look or a bad look. I feel like if you have the opportunity to be on a show like that or that type of platform, you should really just, be ready and use it to your advantage and just be prepared. Like, you just can't go on there BSing. And I feel like just thinking, if you're an actual artist and you want to get something out of the situation, I feel like you just got to be on your P's and Q's with the show because it's definitely a great platform and people get to, have an insight on your personality and who you are a little bit. I guess if they don't cut and paste and make you look bad. Like everybody be like, ooh, I don't know about that.
Right.
Mona's definitely going to cut and paste. She's definitely going to give you a terrible love interest.
Yeah. You pull up at a certain time, it's just the worst time ever.
What if you glasses in front of you?
Right.
Like,
exactly.
I'm going to throw this water on her ass. I'm about to light her ass up.
It's
I don't know. I think it would be dope to have you on the show. It'd be something different. So we got the mixtape out.
Yes.
Let's talk about it a little bit. What's the vibe for somebody who hasn't heard it yet and they're interested in hearing? Like, what's the vibe on the mixtape?
The vibe is a mixture of things. It's definitely about a little bit about trials and tribulations, struggles. It's definitely about like, you know, relationship things.
Girl.
A lot of guys who listen to me say, like, why are you so angry?
Cause y'all ain't
so
shit.
mad.
Cause y'all ain't shit.
Like, what's the problem? And I'm just like, I just had to vent a little bit and just speak,
Yeah.
you know, on behalf of my ladies and just keep it real and just say what I felt at the moment. So it's definitely a lot of records on there. Well, a few, I should say, for my ladies, but I think it's something for everybody on the mixtape.
And what producers did you work with?
Well, it's a mixtape, so it's like I couldn't say like the producers for every single mix that I did, but one of the original records that I have on there is called Expensive, and the producer is his name is SP.
Cool. Shout out to
Yes, thank
I've
you.
seen that video. That's a good look.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to go watch like the whole catalog when I get home, because you know I'll be going through my shit.
Yes.
Fuck niggas. That's what's up. So we have, how many videos you have out for the mixtape? Right now?
For the mixtape, I have like a lot of like Instagram like videos. I really didn't post them
I
up
think
to
that's
YouTube,
dope.
but I got a lot of like for the majority of the stuff that's on the mixtape. I think I did a video for it.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's kind of how it kind of happened. I just was like, let me just do these, and then I just felt it out and just decided I'm just gonna put this whole project together. Whatever, I'm gonna rock out with it. Just do it.
Absolutely. So I noticed you do like the singing, you do the rapping.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself a rapper, a singer, or just an overall artist, or what's your take? Because I noticed you got a little bit of everything.
I'm glad you said the last thing. Yes, an overall artist.
No, overall.
I feel like creatively, I just like to just do whatever that's on my heart, on my mind, and I just like to express myself. So, you know, sometimes I like to rap, sometimes I like to sing, and sometimes things need to be sung. So I just want to make sure that, you know, whatever it is I embody, you know, just the vibe and the feeling that I have naturally at that moment for that particular record. I just want to be, you know, real at the end of the day.
That's dope. That's dope.
So the singing, like, because I always say T-Pain ruined rap, but in a good way. I always say he ruined rap, but like in a good way, and because he brought in the whole rapper turned singer movement, and you know, moved into Drake, and then now every rapper is singing on the track. Like, so are you more? Do you feel like you want to be more of a singer or more geared towards the rap?
I think when I started doing music, I definitely was doing more singing.
Okay.
And then, of course, you get influenced by different types of music. And I tapped into, you know, writing and tapped into, like, you know, rapping and stuff like that. And I just kind of, like, I had, like, my peers or, like, a lot of guys, you know, that was rapping at the time. And it kind of, like, oh, you know, you should try rapping, you know.
Yes.
So I tried it out. And then, you know, they were like, oh, you kind of good at that. So I said, all right. So I just kept doing it. And it just got attention from certain people. And I guess more so the guys, like, oh, I like that. And I just kind of like dib and dabbled in it, you know, here and there. And then, you know, I just noticed the response of people liking me rapping. Of course, the culture and the music has changed a lot. And, you know, I don't think we even have an R&B category on the Billboard charts anymore.
Not really.
So it's like really hard for an R&B. So that's why I really like SZA and, like, you know, other artists that are still kind of thriving in that area, because I feel like it's needed. But people now, I feel like they don't even want to love each other. They just want to, I guess, turn up and fight.
It's like turn up, fight, do drugs.
That's it. It's like having a love. But I guess, like, you know, them niggas on my records and stuff like that, on my mixtape, is just, I guess, the vibe for right now. Like, ladies are, like, you know, doing their own thing, businesses, and just doing their own, like, making it work for themselves.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this, like, do you write pretty much all of your music?
I was just going to ask her that.
Okay, that's dope. And with that being said, what do you think about ghostwriting and artists that have a majority of their music ghostwritten for them that actually rap? I know singing, pretty much everybody writes.
I mean,
people write for them.
I think if it's like a hook or something, like an idea, you know what I'm saying? I think it's cool, because at the end of the day, like, even like my whole week here, it's been like hectic. It's very busy, and it's like you don't really have time to do a lot of different things. But in your spare time, you might, you know, come up with an idea or something like that, and you might use it for your future project, or it just might be something you might just have in your mind, whatever. But as far as like hooks and stuff like that, I think that's cool. I mean, I guess as an MC, it's very important to, as a lyricist, like to make sure you write your own stuff in the hip hop community. So it's like very important to just hold that kind of standard. I mean, as an R&B singer, a pop singer, whatever, it's like it's very well known that people have gotten, you know, writers for their music, so it's not really unheard of.
Right.
So I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing, but then like when people are really, really doing it and like really spitting their bars, and then someone else is not, it's kind of like, I guess you do feel some type of way, but.
Do you think they should be held in the same regards? Like when you start
Can you be a
ranking
legend?
people and
Can
saying,
you
can
be a legend with a ghostwriter? Come on, be on my side. Come on, be on my side. Like, you cannot be a legend if you don't write your own shit.
I guess it's like if you're an athlete and you really killing it, like as a basketball player, a football player, and then later they find you doing steroids, so you had the superpowers, it kind of like disappoints people.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
maybe it's kind of like that. I guess
like
like, hold on, man, you have more. These people out here really grinding, and you over taking steroids, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't fight nobody that's on cocaine or something, because they're gonna be stronger than you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So
That's real.
you're a person who writes it, and you got like 3-4 heads in there writing a record for you. I would expect the record to be a whole lot doper than the person that probably wrote it by themselves, because there's so many minds put together to make that creative force. But
real.
when you're that big too, you can't afford. I remember sitting down, I think. With the A&R, you can't afford to have a bad record.
Nah.
Like once you got certain circumstances now. You like, I gotta stay up here, so I gotta make sure everything is back.
That's
everything got to be back.
So I knew I liked her.
You gotta keep afloat. So you know you gotta step it up, I guess. But I've never been put in that certain type of situation, so I can't speak for everybody else.
Are you open to that though?
I mean, am I open to? I'd rather write my own stuff, only because I want to feel what I'm doing.
Period.
You know, just because it's for me. You know, like we're speaking about people having relationship issues, and I might hear it from a female friend, and she might tell me some stuff, and I could write about it, but it's someone that I know, you know what I'm saying, or it's a situation. I could probably write about that because it's a real experience, but I don't know if I could have somebody completely. I guess as a rapper, I think as a singer, I even had that problem. I was like, I don't know if I want you to write that for me. I don't know.
That means you're a real artist.
Yeah,
That's real artist
like,
right there.
because you can't really feel it too. Like if I'm not writing this, and if I'm, if I'm not feeling the real pain from this, then I can't go in there and deliver it the way that you want it to be delivered. Like it's gonna sound like whatever. Like on that, and I hate to bring this on back up, but that through your phone joint, like with Cardi, you could I don't care what she said. We know she wrote that shit about Offset, like whatever, Cardi, lie about it. But if you hear it, like you can hear, like nigga, I really want to fucking cut shit, and you knew she felt that. So that's why I have that struggle of people having ghostwriters. I don't think it's a problem with it, like you said, but it's just like, bro, you cannot be a legend. You're not a legend. It takes it away.
At least if you collaborate, you gotta have some part in your record. I just feel like you just gotta have. I don't know, just writing the whole record, someone just giving it to you. I just feel like you just gotta have something in it. Whether you gotta have a few lines, you gotta do something.
I think the way the game is now, you gotta put out so much content. Back in the days, you could put out drop an album every 2-3 years.
Cool.
Now you gotta stay on it.
So it's almost impossible to put so much shit out. So after a while, people start reaching out and taking submissions from people, and you know what I mean, start coming up with different stuff or whatever.
So who you listening to right now? Like who do you vibe out to when you're in the car? If you're not listening to your own music, like who are you listening to?
I pretty much listen to everything, you know what I mean? Like any new album that drops, a mixtape that drops, I go take a listen. Because at the end of the day, like I'm a music lover. I get agitated when there's not a new record that came out. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to this for a few days. I'm like, okay, what's the new music? Because I really like Tidal. So I really like Tidal. It's like I can just, it's new music. It's dropping. As soon as it come out, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna hear it. So I really, really like that. I mean, just talked about the Cardi record, so I just listened to the Cardi album. I was just saying in my last interview that, I think it's really dope, her project, what she did, coming from where she came from. What did I just recently just listen to? I think it was Rich the Kid's album. I was just like going through that. But, I mean, I listen to everything. It just depends what my mood is in. And I just will go through the catalogs and just listen to whatever. I listen to the whole complete project. I'm not a person that just really skip through it. I'm listening to the whole thing from the top to the bottom.
That's what's up.
That's just whack.
So let me ask you this: like, do you think Cardi would like her come up and how the glow up and crazy? Do you think that she's opened up a new door for y'all as female artists altogether? Do you think it's pretty much the same? It's just she just got through her lane, or do you think? Because I know it ain't a lot of actual chicks that were strippers that switched over to this line. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess
It's a
so.
few.
They actually
They don't
blew.
really talk about it, but it's a few that kind of came
Besides,
into
I
the
guess
game.
I guess Eve was.
It came
too.
into the game
Yeah.
as dancers and then switched it up or trying to pursue a career in music now that have were dancers. But I forgot what you asked me. I'm sorry.
That's
Did
all
she open up
Did
like
she
a
kinda
new
Oh, did she open up a door?
Yeah.
I feel like it's good for the culture what's going on. You know what I mean? Like the whole spat with Nicki and Remy, you know, I feel like that was good for the culture because it was like we never had nobody like female artists like go at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sad that feelings were hurt, but I'm
Yeah.
just like, wow, it's never happened before. Oh my gosh, like what's going on?
Yeah.
You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
And it
right.
I kind of opened the door for opportunities for other people to say, yeah, why isn't there more than one female rap
Yeah.
artist that's
Yeah.
reigning supreme right now? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I think it was bad, but it was good because at the same time, it's like it brought light. It shed light on the fact that you got all these MCs that are male and they're doing their thing in the industry, and everybody likes whoever and has a playlist of, like I said, 21 Savage, this, that, and the third in their playlist, and they're cool with it. So why not have a Nicki Minaj, have a Remy, and have a Cardi B on your playlist, or a Lauryn Hill? You know what I mean? A Lil' Kim. Like, why we can't have those playlists? Why can't we support our women? Missy Elliott. Why can't we just support an artist, not one at a time, but why can't we have 3, 4, 5 dope MCs that's out there doing their thing that we like instead of pinning them against each other?
Exactly.
So it's always been a whole bunch of niggas that everybody liked at the same time.
Exactly.
So
It's
they came
like,
the same feel.
y'all
I
support
mean,
each other.
low key, while Remy and Nicki was beefing, Cardi was like, shit.
Yeah, she was like,
Let me slide on the
yeah, she just come around that back door.
Since y'all over there fighting.
I like everybody, but I'm gonna go ahead and get these bills.
Slide in.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So what's the record that we're pushing right now?
Right now I'm pushing the record called Expensive. I have a new record out. Get an opportunity, God willing, I come back and give y'all a new record that's
Okay.
coming out
Dope,
please.
in like a month or so. Maybe,
Yeah.
a new record. But right now I'm pushing the Expensive record in my mixtape.
Can we hear a little piece of it? You
Uh,
can spit a little piece of it.
It's kind of expensive.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, expensive. I ain't gonna make you release, your new stuff, even though. But just a little piece of it. Of expensive.
It's kind of really like ratchet. Hold on. It's one thing when I'm
Did you not-
performing and then when I'm here, like in people's face. Okay. What I'ma do with some dumb bitches, extra salty Dead Sea bitches, empty on the income bitches, dumb for dumb, I don't fund bitches. I work in the trap, I be in the trap, got bricks and bags. Let me get a little bit.
As soon as I'm in the
Yeah, she'll start. Yeah, you start to take off
We're
like.
gonna have to put it in the playlist.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna have to put
absolutely,
it in the 593 playlist.
Yeah, we gonna get you spinning for real. I peeped that on your page. You got quite a few flags. Your bloodline. Tell us a little bit about your bloodline.
My bloodline. So my dad's from Turks and Caicos. My mother's from Andros, which is in the Bahamas, and then my grandmother is from Haiti, she's in Haiti.
Wow.
You a whole islander.
Man.
Like, you have like all the fun
All the
islands
fun
too.
islands, too.
When I figured, I was like, oh, that's. I was like, oh,
That's why I'm crazy.
This is it.
Crazy.
That's why I don't take no shit.
Get it.
Especially my grandmother, watching her attitude, and then my grandmother on my dad's side, they told me she did not play the radio. Like, I didn't really get to like spend as much time with her because she passed when I was a kid. So like I remember seeing her, and I remember her being in the room all the time, but she always had people in there because I think she got like her legs, and that's the last thing I remember, like her being in the room because she had gotten her legs amputated. So she was going through something. I really never really asked exactly, but I think it was something to do with diabetes or something. So like I just remember, seeing her, but not really like talking to her. But I knew that, my family would tell me, yo, she didn't play the radio. Like, she did not play no games. And like my brother tells me, like, I have, because he spent more time with her. He was like, your attitude is very similar to her attitude. Like, she do not play. And I'm just like, oh, really? And then my grandmother, of course, on my mom's side, like, is similar too. So, I mean, that's the island blood.
Do you visit often or,
Actually, I've been to the Bahamas a few times. I think I went to Turks and Caicos when I was like really, really, really like a kid, because I remember being a kid and going to Junkanoo. Like, I remember just seeing like everybody dressed up in the outfits, and I just remember just standing in the street in the dark, and it just was like, it was crazy. I haven't been to Haiti yet, so that's definitely an experience that I'm looking forward to.
Isn't Wyclef like trying to be, or was trying to be like the president or something?
Yeah, this is really crazy because even now when I see like people have those signs up in stores and they say to donate this and that, and I feel some type of way, and you know, it's not saying that I don't want to donate, but it's just like the Red Cross or whatever they call themselves and everything like that. Like millions of dollars was sent over to the people of Haiti. And you know, you speak to certain people, and they, you know, people still living in tents, and it's a crazy situation. Like, why all this money was sent? You know, I remember watching Wyclef being on television and just being in so much pain, like watching it and just being so hurt to know that a part of you, like your people, like your heritage, is like hurting right now. You know what I mean? There's nothing you could do about it. You know what I mean? And I just feel really bad that people put all this time into sending money or whatever, and it's not being distributed, and people are, you know, still out there suffering and hurting. Why ain't nobody helping these people? Like, what y'all got going on? So I don't even really believe in these foundations, because I just feel like it's just robbery. You know, you really got to go there yourself, and like, if you can help, you know what I'm saying, do what you can. You know,
you almost got a hand to hand.
Yeah, you got a hand to hand, because you can't trust nobody. You know, when you got millions of dollars, that would have turned, I feel like, Haiti into a resort spot, like a location, like everything could have got rebuilt. Like,
and what's crazy is you would think that people would want to, you know, vacation in Haiti. Like, it's already a beautiful country, so it's like,
what y'all doing?
I mean, Donald Trump wasn't the president then, but you know.
Well, don't say that. Don't say that, man.
What is it? 40? What? 46? 45?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
We thought number 40. What you say?
Number 40.
One of them.
That guy that live in the White House.
Yeah, that dude.
All that.
So like, this industry, you already know, it's a lot of bullshit and all of that kind of crazy stuff, and I understand as a female, so it's really hard. Like, have you ran into the managers that just, you know, say they want to manage you, but they're really trying to be on some other type shit with you? Have you ran into that a lot?
Yes.
That's like that story about some crazy shit or something?
Yes. I definitely had a situation or two where it was supposed to be business and it turned into something else, or it didn't really turn into something else because I stopped it immediately. And I felt like, hold up, bro, this ain't even what I'm on right now.
I'm trying
to get this back. Like, I ain't even like, you need to stop that, pump the brakes, ain't happening. So yeah, I've definitely been in a situation like where I've been working with somebody and I think everything is cool, and I really thought, you know how you think that you're not that person's type or whatever, and you're like cool, and then all of a sudden they do a 360, and then you be like, thought you like white girls. What you mean? I thought I wasn't even your category. Why you like me?
It's the blonde hair girl.
I guess.
It's the blonde hair.
You be blonde hat, honey blonde. But yeah, I was thrown for a second. I was just like thinking in my head, this is gonna ruin everything. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, I've been put in those situations before. It's definitely happened.
That's just so unfortunate. So you're kind of like a part of the Me Too movement.
Oh damn!
I mean, technically, you tried it out. I'm just saying.
I can't speak for every female artist, but I definitely feel like, even just being an independent female artist, I've definitely been put in those circumstances where certain people try to put certain things over my head. If you do this and do that, I'm gonna help you do this. And I guess that's kind of like, well, you should have been made it, or this and that and the third. But there's certain things that I didn't take. There's certain opportunities I bypassed. I was like, I'm straight. Because I don't want it if that's what it's going to take for me to get it. You know what I mean? I'd rather earn it and work for it, or whatever it is that I have to do. You know, I just got really sick. It kind of almost made me not want to do music anymore. Just because of, like, the people that I was, you know, encountering or having, like, little meetings with and thinking that they were going to help me and that's all they wanted. I'm like, you got plenty of hoes out here, bro. You can buy whichever one you want, bro. Why I'm coming to you talking about a bag, but you worried about some vagina? I don't understand. That ain't. I didn't understand. So I was like, in my mind, I'm like, you just don't take me seriously. Because if you took me seriously, all jokes aside, you would be trying to make this money instead of trying to, come on, bro. Like, I just got really irritated. Like, it was a point in my life where I was just like, man, I don't think I want to do this no more, God, if this is what it takes. I remember sitting and talking to God in the living room, like, I don't even want to do this no more if that's what it really takes. Like, I'm sick and tired of this shit, like running into the same people that's trying to like blackball me or whatever the case, and tell me if I do this, that, and the third, they gonna help me with this. And realistically, I knew they had certain type of artists that they worked with that wasn't going nowhere. So how you trying to play me, but you got hella artists that you work with, they shit ain't turning around. They ain't doing nothing, bro. I'm like,
So that gave you kind of an idea that they was on some bullshit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
you know, but you know, certain people like to play politics in certain places and try to make you feel like you gotta go this and that and the third. So that's one reason why I commend Cardi, because I know she had to go through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, especially her position. Like, you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Like, it's a lot of shit that you have to disregard, and especially from your male counterparts. Like, you got to deal with a lot of stuff that some of these dudes just come at you crazy when you be like, man, they think they're not gonna they think that you're not gonna get through the door. You know, they think that you have to go through them, but God makes detours.
Oh, absolutely.
And he'll take you around.
We
And
go to
he'll,
church.
yeah.
That's
That's one thing I've learned. Like, don't worry. I be like, don't worry about it, girl. You ain't supposed to work with them. You supposed to go this way.
Yeah,
And you got a better
absolutely.
opportunity, like sitting on the other side, around the door. You know, someone else is gonna help you, put you in that cab, wherever you gotta go to get to where you gotta get to, and you're gonna get there. Just don't worry about it. Just bypass them. Just like, okay, I'll go the other way. I'll take the long walk. No
So,
problem.
speaking of detours, you think you want to stay independent or you want to go major?
Independent to a certain extent, because I know if I want to definitely elevate and
Right.
go international, you're gonna need you gonna need
That
those
backing.
legs and
Yeah.
stuff like that
Yeah.
to reach out to certain places. But definitely, if I could do it independent, I mean I'm doing what I'm doing, but
Right.
definitely if I could do it independently and keep my check without having a middleman, then definitely why not?
I like it. I mean, I always tell people stay independent. Like, if you can stay independent and make it, like, I mean, I always have to reference Chance. Like, I mean, he made a bag.
Yeah, cut the
Independent.
bullshit.
Yeah, got a Grammy on a mixtape. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I think it's always possible, and then you own and you are in control so much more. I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of times, unfortunately, when you do go major,
Yeah.
they want to change you and make you this, and
Yeah.
no, rap about that, and I don't know. Maybe Illuminati will call, fuck it, just
It's
fuck it. They gonna hit you in your DM like,
Yo,
join the
I don't know if they
Illuminati,
real
all
people,
things.
but I'm like, yo, why these motherfuckers in my DM? I rebuke you.
That should be crazy. Like, I just be like, I mean, I believe the Illuminati is a real thing, but I definitely do not think they are including our black asses in the Illuminati.
Man,
Sorry, unless you like Jay-Z. I'm sorry. I just don't think like us, like, I don't know, maybe Jay, Beyonce, that billionaire status.
Yeah, billionaire status. Once you get that billionaire, then they
I mean, you don't get the billionaire status. I claim that for you.
Yes, I receive it in the
I
name
just-
of
In the
Jesus.
name
I
of
will
Jesus.
receive
I also
the
don't
billionaire
want her-
status.
I just don't want her to
Amen.
get
Covered in the
Illuminati.
blood. Thank you, Lord.
Illuminati, stay away from her though.
And let the church say.
Amen. And amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. No Illuminati, no.
No,
Man.
love the Lord.
Yeah, so tell everybody how they can keep up with you, like all your handles and all of that, so they can follow you and keep your numbers going, because you're doing numbers.
Yes,
Yeah, you know
like
what I'm
really
saying?
doing numbers.
My name is Annishka. Annishka Music, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere on social media, ANNISHKA Music. So.
Real quick before we go. Your outfits are always fly as
thank
fuck.
you.
Thank you. I'm just saying, like, do you style yourself or do you have a stylist?
I have a stylist. Her name is Julia May Styles. She helps me out with a lot of stuff. We creatively collaborate, together, we pick and choose and mix it up.
She's your ghostwriter for clothes.
Yeah.
That's dope.
She's my
That's
ghostwriter for
dope.
clothes. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you stay fly. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you had these shoes she got on. You don't care.
Oh yeah, the
These
shoes I
you
have on,
today.
she custom made them.
And you
Oh,
had
damn, she
some
custom
like
made them?
blue, pink, and something.
She
The-
custom made
the
those
flirty
too.
ones.
Yeah,
I
she
said,
made those
I
too.
need
She's a
those.
creative little force. Yes, she is.
I was like, these shoes are fire. I have nowhere to go, but I will put them in my closet and just look at them.
They so cute.
They are.
Yeah, that's a major part of the whole
Absolutely.
stuff.
You got a whole team, and I love it.
Yes, thank you.
So we definitely appreciate you stopping through and, hanging out with us. You definitely, gonna put your songs in the rotation over here because, I need to get over my life.
Yes,
And I think your music gonna help me get over my
Yeah,
life.
girl.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sure it will.
Make sure everybody that is listening and or watching on YouTube hit that subscribe button. If you're watching via Facebook, make sure you also subscribe to our Facebook, or excuse me, I guess it's like the fan page. It's so weird. Facebook is weird now. God, they just doing it for
I'm
the
terrible
love.
with Facebook. I don't even be like.
I know I'm
I
old
be
now,
on
but
it,
I be
but
on
I don't
Facebook.
really be on it. But I just feel like there's be so much drama on there, but
It'd be a lot. It'd be messy.
It be everybody's hometown drama
Yeah.
on their
Like,
Facebook.
So you
Like,
be looking
damn,
like,
bro.
yeah, it'd be, oh my God.
So if you want to escape your Facebook hometown drama, go like our Facebook page, Fly 93 Radio on
Right.
Facebook. Also, make sure you download the Fly 93 app. Make sure you go listen to us on our iTunes podcast, Bars and Beyond, where you can also catch all of our shows. We can get Fly News
Fly
with
News,
Audrey.
absolutely, with Audrey.
So make
Big
sure you
Ray
guys,
in the
Big
building.
Ray in the building. In the building. I'm going to say it correctly, right? Shout out Big Ray. His show is on 12:03 on Saturday. So
Yeah.
make sure you tune in to him live. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Courtney Levette, LAVETTE _.
Yep, and you can follow me at DeMarco275, DEMARCO 275.
Oh, at Bars and Beyond on Instagram.
At Bars and Beyond on
My
Instagram.
bad. Each and
Follow
every
us.
Tuesday,
Y'all.
8 p.m.
Download the app, Fly935 app. We rocking 24/7. Dopest radio station on the planet.
Website. We have an all new website. Is it up and ready now? Our website is up and revamped.
Fly935radio.com. Okay,
Yeah. Say it one more time.
Fly935radio.com.
It's awesome. Go check us out. And as always, we love you. Keep on checking us out. Yeah.
See y'all next week.
Bye.
It's bars and beyond. The stars is aligned. Sports, relationships, and rap. They said it would be hard to combine. Part in the shine. Pick 'em out. We find the largest to climb.